Hey there, card readers. April here on Tarot and Witchery, and today I want to share with you my 3 favorite oracles to work with right now. These oracles are super witchy. They are great for those of you who are into green witchery. They're wonderful for altar work. They're amazing for pathworking. These are my go-to, die-hard, absolutely love, can't live without 3 oracles right now that I'm just over the moon for and have been for quite some time. So I can't wait to share them with you. But before I do, I just want to let you know that there are free PDF printables down below in the description box there. And you can also find my latest course on ancestral divination if you're interested. Let's jump into these and see what makes them so special to me. I'm really going to talk about these from, a love of the cardstock to the production to the artwork, but also from a magical perspective, like why I like them and why I think they're so amazing for things like altar work and pathworking. All right, Oracle deck number 1. If you like the Witch's Wisdom Tarot, if you like the artwork on this, which is by Danielle Barlow, then you're gonna love her Oracle deck. Here it is right here. It's 45 cards, comes in this eco box, and everything about this is ecological. This is designed to really have the lowest footprint. It comes in this beautiful muslin bag right here. So it comes ready to go. It's got a book here, and like the inks, the paper, everything about this is ecological. And while there's not a ton of description on each one of the cards, what is there is powerful. And I have to tell you, these cards are never wrong for me. Never wrong for me. Okay, so here are the backs. They are glorious, are they not? These are just gorgeous. Look at that. I mean, they are beautiful. So the first thing I want to say is if you are a riffle shuffler, I don't think you can riffle shuffle this. You can see it came like that, like this. It's kind of bowed, this doesn't bother me. They're actually starting to, like this is the one I used today, they're starting to straighten out a bit. I don't think you can riffle shuffle these. These are made of very specific type of ecological paper. And so what makes this deck special is this paper, is the fact that it is not done on some commercial glossy paper. And so I don't think you can riffle shuffle it. I just want to say this for those of you like, if I can't riffle shuffle it, I don't want to use it. You know, if you have one deck that you have to overhand shuffle, because it is absolutely this perfect, then I say you should get it, that you should have it. So again, this is by Danielle Barlow. This is the Greenwill Oracle. And to me, there's something about holding this deck in my hand and lightly shuffling it. The care that went into choosing every aspect of making this eco-friendly, I can feel it. The beauty of the cards themselves, the inks, the feel of the paper is amazing. The inks that were used on this, the coloration it's saturated, it's beautiful. Each card is an incredible just journey. I am so amazed by these cards and the beauty of them. So it has the sabbats. I find that when I draw one of these cards, and I've never done more than one card at a time, I have to be honest, because I feel that the imagery is so rich and amazing that I don't need more than that. When I draw a card from this, like I said, it is so incredibly spot on. The messages are beautiful. The pictures just take me away. This is a beautiful deck for pathworking, for sitting down and doing some meditation and pathworking your way into the card and just letting your intuition come online and speak to you in profound ways. I mean, look at this beautiful rabbit down here. I mean, look, there's the heron with the rising moon. It has the moon phases in here as well. The deck is in alphabetical order. Well, I should say it's got the Sabbats, right, in there. It's got the Sabbats, and then it's got the moons, and then it goes into alphabetical order with the rest of the cards, all of the animals that are on there. For altar work, these are incredible cards to do altar work with. I feel like having them out, choosing one, going through and choosing one that represents the power that you're trying to bring forward that month, or something that you're honoring within yourself. These are just beautiful. They are perfect. They are so, so lovely. Like I said, this deck is an experience. The paper, the way it feels, the inks, the coloration, it's really, I don't have anything else like it, even though I'm going to show you these other oracles that I feel really work for green witchery and altar work and pathworking and are just super witchy. There's something really unique about this, and just, I mean, like feeling the inks on here and how they feel in my hand. I can feel the love that she put into this deck, and the beauty that it contains is, you know, it really takes my breath away to use this deck. And if I need to get grounded, if I need a message that I know is going to speak directly to the heart, this is it. This is the deck that I'm going to get. This deck grounds me every single time and takes me to a place where I just remember my magical self. Okay, deck number 2. You're not going to be surprised by this. The Old Ways Magic Oracle. Wow, and it comes in this bag, which is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Comes in this box, and it has a very tiny booklet. But that's all it needs. That's all it needs. It's got a color picture on this side. It has, the names are in the front. The names are in the front here. And so you've got the name and what it means. So like horse and freedom. So you'll see Epona and tribe. And it has this beautiful, so I'll read this one, Epona. The great mare, guardian of horses and honored by the riders of Albion, a blessing to those on long journeys, both physical and spiritual. She is sovereign goddess, bestowing the tribes with a connection to the land and its fertility. So you have this beautiful sort of story of the card itself. Whoops, sorry, I had to sneeze there. And then it goes into the welcome. So it says, along the journey, connect with tribe and community and find nourishment there. And then you have the warning. So, you know, maybe you need a warning in this reading. So community may be constricting and rigid, trying to take us from the path. And then you have the wisdom. In the spirit of the mother, sustain each other as we sustain ourselves. Just the perfect book. You don't need a lot because these cards are absolutely amazing. So first, let's look at the backs. I love the triple spiral there. Just gorgeous. One of my favorite cards and something that I've been working with for quite some time now, the sovereignty card. Great when you are working on growing yourself into your magical power. This deck is so wonderful for that. There are so many themes within these cards that can take you into growing into that path. Do you love the Morgan? Look at that, you guys. Battle ready. There she is. There's the Morgan right there. And there is so much going on in each and every card. It's mind-blowing. You pathworking with these cards, these are truly incredible because there is so much going on here. There is just layer upon layer of symbolism and imagery. Allowing yourself to spend time pathworking these cards is incredible. And of course, the whole deck is going to be upside down. Sorry, you guys. It's going to be incredible. Look, ground, fierce. You've got the badger. Look at these badgers and the holly. I mean, there's so much going on here. Crescent moon, holly. You've got the badger, you've got all this life here. You've got these birches here and these mushrooms. There's tons of stuff going on in all over. So again, pathworking your way into these heart. You've got the white stag. Look at that. Gorgeous. As far as green witchery, like botanical witchery, I think that this is a fabulous deck for working with plant allies, like getting a plant ally and getting a card to go with it and working with that. You could even use these for creating tinctures, carefully, of course, or special magical oils by using the card and keeping the card with it in order to imbue it with the power of the card. You could sit and do magical work where you are holding or enchanting a piece while you pathwork into the card. I think that's a fabulous way to really ground yourself in the magic and the power of the card and to really embody it, bring it into your life. Because, you know, honestly, you guys, what good is your magical path, your witchy path, if it's not for grounding yourself in your power, for actually bringing that into your body and embodying it, and so that it becomes wisdom that you can use. And I always say wisdom is the timely application of knowledge. So as we grow in our understanding of these cards, here's illuminate, as we grow in our understanding of what illumination means, we want to bring that into our bodies. We want to ground that in our very flesh, our very DNA, our epigenetics, and we want to be embodying it so that we can release that as wisdom into our life, into our everyday walking of the path here. I mean, you guys, I'm actually going to purchase some of her art for my house because I want bigger versions of this. I love these. The Wild Mage. Look at these. I mean, Bounty. There are just so many in here. The Otter for playful. Growth. Am I gushing? Yes, I'm gushing. I'm gushing about this. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful deck. And of course, I'm going to have links to all the decks down below that I'm talking about here. And I feel like all of these decks are true art that has been created from the heart and from a truly magical place. And this is what makes each one of these decks so powerful. Last, but certainly not least, you probably knew I was going to do this one, the Folktales Oracle by Hannah Willow. And you'll notice, like, look, these two came in the same type of box with the same sort of thing on there. And I'm kind of wondering if they got them from the same printer or did it the same way, or maybe they just liked the way the other did it. But here we have it. Again, comes in a muslin bag. And then it's got this beautiful book. This book is really, really nice. The Folktales Oracle book. I mean, look, it's color. It's really beautiful. The care, she's got examples of use. The love that she put into the creation of this oracle. I mean, Hannah Willow really loves this work that she's done. And it's glorious. It really is glorious. The one thing I'm going to say about this, dear Hannah, if you ever redo this book, I would say having a table of contents would be good because they are not in alphabetical order, you guys. So I find myself having to go all over the book. And there's not an index, so I can't find my way there easily. However, let's just open up so you can read. Now, of course, I love that on this side of the page, I can just go like this and find the card. You know what I mean? And I don't mind looking at the art. I actually bought one of her pieces of art for my granddaughter. So here, let's look at courage. Deep in the forest, the bear sits and waits, not knowing what the day will bring or when the coming storm will pass. She sits patiently, battered by wild winds and rain, then basking in the warm summer sun and caressed by the soft, undulating waters of the eternal rivers and lakes. She endures, she survives, she thrives. You are rooted in the earth. Hold on, you are safe. Nothing stays the same. The wheel turns and everything changes, for good, for worse, but it changes and rolls forward. The story isn't over. Wait, and the page will turn. So, you can see it's very poetic. Again, beautiful bag with the name of it on here. So if you're a bag junkie, then you'll have a matching bag for it already. Now, you've probably seen me talk about this before, but these don't have rounded corners. I think I'm going to go ahead and round them. I haven't done it yet. I've been holding off. Here are the backs. They're just lovely. The horse and the spirit of the horse up there above in the sky. So pretty. So, so pretty. Got the badgers there, family. There's something very mystical about this deck. I would say I'm going to pull one out. The Old Ways Magic Oracle. This feels ancient and very, very witchy. To me, this feels accessible in a modern way. Like, this is the connection to the earth that we have right now when we are in balance. Not that this is not the connection that we have, but this is an ancient connection right here. And let me just open this up over here. And for the Greenwill Oracle, I feel like this is about connecting as a witch to the land, being connected to the land, being connected to the wheel of the year. This is really, because it is the green wheel of the year. So each one sort of has a flair, but there's something mystical about this. Look at this temple with the hair in there and the moon and the way, the trees are holding hands and she's just held in this place. Again, the ability to pathwork, the ability to open to the mysticism of living in this world and being connected with it as it is today. Journey with the bees. It feels very accessible. This deck feels super, super accessible. Like when I go into this deck, I'm looking for ancient knowledge. I'm looking for something that goes beyond any name that I know in my ancestral line and really goes beyond words. But to me, this is a story, it's the folk tales. This is a story that I'm a part of right now, currently, and it just feels like it's right there for me. So this is forgiving. Look, beginnings with the fox. Hope with the titmouse, holding the snowbell. There's so many you can get into looking up the plants that are in here if you want, but there's something, I love this friendship. Look, each person, and I talked about this in my other video. What did I talk about? Oh, ritual versus habitual. I talked about it in this card in that video, but I just love how each animal is being themselves and that they are a tribe together. There's something for me about this oracle. It also really, because of the type of illustrations, it taps into my inner child in a way that I feel so safe in this. So for me, this is a very healing oracle. And I would say that this is a great deck for healing your inner child or tapping into your inner child and allowing yourself to really connect with these energies in a way that you can do so playfully. You can do so unhindered. There's nothing in here that's making me feel as though I can't, I won't, I'm scared. There's none of those. Again, this is about playing my way into the cards, finding my place in the story right now, honoring my connection to what is and what I have, and knowing that it's always available in the moment. It's just a breath away. I love this. And this was the ritual. This was the one I did that whole video on, was ritual. gazing into the pool. What does she see? Look at her hair full of just fairy lights, you know, the magical orbs all around her, the moon and her familiar with her. And just, she's so relaxed. There's something so relaxed about this. Look at this. I mean, here, the vision of the bear, the badger's having the vision of the bear. I mean, there's a whole story here. So again, you can pathwork your way into sitting down with this and writing the story out. How are you in the story? What's going on in your story right now? How is this you at this moment? It's a very present tense feeling to me. Very, very present tense. And oh, I just love this one. Magic, the crow, you know. Within, you've got the hair. I mean, I'm gushing. I love this. This, to me, these cards are so great to draw when I'm really needing to simplify. I'm needing to get down to, you know, children see the world very simply. They open themselves up in a way to expressing and experiencing the world at face value. And so sometimes when I'm overcomplicating things, this deck, I just reach for this. I know that this deck is going to make me go, oh, I can exhale. I can be safe. I can make it simple. I can be childlike. I can look at the world with eyes that believe again. And that's how I really use this oracle. I hope that as you go through your decks, that you are taking the time to really understand how each deck brings you into yourself. For me, the purpose of having all of these decks is so that I can truly connect with who I am and release that into this world. It's so that I can regulate and honor my experience here in a way that makes me feel empowered. And that's how I want to use my decks. I want to know how I can tap into the beauty of the art that the creator has put their heart and soul into. I want to know that I've got the safety of the system. Like if I'm tapping into tarot, I've got the safety of the system that allows me to, maximize that, utilize that in a way that, again, helps me to connect with me. Your deck should help you really understand who you are, whether it's through contrast or if it's through reflection. You know, do you see yourself in the card or are you contrasted in the card? Take it deeper. Go deeper, you guys. I'm hoping this year because for me, we're just about at Samhain, so we're about to start the new year, and I'm thinking about my channel and I'm thinking about how I really want to go deeper with my practice. And so a lot of what I talk about on here is going to be about that. Give me some ideas for things that you might like to have me talk about down below. I'd love to hear. And until we meet again, may you have decks as fabulous as these are.